Well, hello. Hold on a sec. Oof, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. That probably left a bad taste on your ears. I apologize. Did I just? Oh my god! I just switched on my studio monitors. Okay. I apologize. Okay, we're talking Die Hard 2, Die Harder. Okay, this is absolute garbage. Now, granted, the first few minutes, like the movie had great potential. I will say it's garbage, yes, but it had great potential. I feel like they messed it up. Where does it have great potential? I'll tell you. By the way, this movie is available on Amazon Prime and the Roku channel, whatever. Anyway, this movie had a lot of potential, according to me. Like it starts off, Kevin Hart is a action star. He's using his actual name. He's a movie star, and he's pitching this brilliant idea to a I don't know a movie exec or whatever the lady is about her giving her giving him money for this new movie idea he's got, where he's gonna do spontaneous action, where he's gonna be sitting, mind his own business, and he's gonna attack. Now, the first scene where the actual action actually takes place, even I was like, wow. I was like, oh my god, this guy thinks he's is an actual robber. This shit is actually happening. And then he reveals to us after beating a couple of guys that it was part of a presentation he was giving to this lady. And the lady's like, you're insane. We're not doing this. Of which I thought that was a brilliant movie idea. Anyway, he meets this other guy who sort of says I'll sponsor the movie idea. It all so far, I'm watching the movie. I'm like, okay, this is all good. I'm loving every minute of this. And somehow Kevin gets kidnapped. He gets kidnapped, placed in a situation. In his mind, he thinks he's still doing his movie idea. His movie idea basically is him being placed in random situations where the cameras are hidden. Everybody around him assumes it's actually happening and he's acting. And people get to improvise. It's just real and authentic, which is a brilliant idea in my opinion. So the first, I don't know, first 30 minutes or 20 minutes of the movie is actually great. Now, Natalie Emanuel shows up in the movie. She plays a character called Jordan King. Beautiful, beautiful lady. She shows up in the film. And then she's like, what the hell's going on here? We're being kidnapped. Kevin's like, no, it's part of my movie. Like, up to all that, it's brilliant. While they're still stuck in some sort of building. It's brilliant. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving every second of it. They get out of the building. Kevin is shot. Now, granted, Kevin thinks it's part of a movie, so he's going along with it. Now, Jordan King, who's played by Natalie Emmanuel, doesn't think so. Now, here's my question to her character. If you're a superstar fan, this is where this movie is total garbage. If you're a superstar and you're in the outside world where you could actually call the police to help you out, protect you, whatever, you could do that. Instead, you're going along with this movie idea because you're self centered. Technically, you are. A part of you still think Kevin is actually doing a movie and it's real. Until there's a bomb and everything else, but you actually think there's a movie and you hate the fucking idea. But a normal person, see, if this movie, this is where I would have said, if this movie would have been good if they stayed in whatever warehouse they were in, where everything was sort of locked in and they couldn't get out. And the stupid John Cena character, which I don't know even know why it's in the movie, just ended up chasing them throughout the whole fucking until the film ended. And in his Kevin's mind, he would have been, oh my god, that was a great film. That was so great. I can't wait for the awards. I can't wait for all that shit. Only to find out that shit wasn't even recorded. That's all bullshit. It's all a lie. It's all an elaborate lie that's never gonna happen. That would have been brilliant. Now to get his stunt double who actually looks like him, who steals his identity, the stupid idea makes this movie stupid. The first few minutes, oh my god, this movie would have been gold. I mean, like, think about it. An action star or a comedy star who's so obsessed with being an action star gets trapped in a warehouse. And he had a great movie idea where actions would be real, no stunts, none of that. And he gets trapped into this world. And in his mind, he's like, this is actually happening. We're filming a great movie. There are a bunch of cameras everywhere. This is amazing. And he keeps getting mad. Come on, guys. He keeps thinking he's part of he's within a movie. That would have been brilliant. But as soon as they went on the outside world, where they could have called the cops like normal people, I mean, like, I don't care. But this is this dumbest. This is very dumb. Very dumb. Very dumb. I'm very disappointed in Kevin for making this. But I will say he had gold, man. He really had gold, and he went south. I mean, like, the first scenes, man. While he was sitting in a restaurant and people like attacked him randomly and he kicked their ass. I was like, wow, Kevin, you're brilliant. And then we find out they're actors. I'm like, oh my god, I believed it. I actually thought the movie would go a different way. I'm telling you. When that shit happened, I thought, oh my god, they're gonna rob him. They're really gonna rob him. Especially when he was hiding behind a chair. Like, oh my god, they're really gonna rob him. And then he started kicking their ass. And I was impressed. I was like, oh my god, he's really beating their ass. And then they started applauding, which I thought that was a very weird way of reacting to someone almost robbing you. The lady he was with was like absolutely terrified. But and then he tells everyone it's all part of the action, it's an acting, what. I was like, oh man. And then him being disappointed that his movie idea wasn't picked up by the studio. That was brilliant. I enjoyed that. Him going home all disappointed and all that. I had no problems with that. Disappointed that his kids or wife didn't take part in the film. That would have been a nice touch, but whatever. Him getting a call from a random guy, not listening to his assistant, firing his assistant because he's chasing his dream, going to an unknown location, talk to this Swedish guy who agrees to fund his movie, says, we're going to do this now. Oh, brilliant. Loving every minute of it. I am. I'm spoiling the shit out of it. And then him being stuck in a warehouse, him beating this John Cena character, Mr. 206, whose character is very flawedly written, horrible. Oh my god. John Cena's just taking roles, man. He's just taking roles for the money. Oh my god. He is. He's really taking roles just for money. Horrible. As soon as they left that warehouse, fam, the movie was trash. From the beginning to the moment they leave the warehouse, to the moment when Kevin Hart is shot, flesh wound, whatever, faint, that was brilliant. There's even a scene where Natalie Emmanuel, Jordan King, whatever she calls herself in the movie, Kevin Hart is literally fainted on garbage bag. And she's like, there's the paparazzi. Wait, get up. And he gets up and he does it. That's the most devious shit. From that moment. Mwah, absolutely beautiful. Everything else from there, rubbish. Man, disappointed. I'm really disappointed. But this movie had oh my god. If he had just stayed in that warehouse, I don't know, for a fucking week, and his assistant was looking for him, his family was looking for him, the studio was looking for him, everybody was looking for him. I mean, like, it was on the news. Basically, they could have asked me to write this shit. After seeing their inspiration, of course, not coming up with the idea myself, because the idea is brilliant. It really is brilliant. He just fucked it up. I mean, like, imagine the outside. He's stuck in a warehouse. That's my idea. This is what I feel like he should. He would have been stuck in that warehouse 3 floors, 5 floors. I don't give a shit how many floors there. There's no phone. It's dark. It's creepy. There's light in there. He keeps thinking he's part of the movie. And the whole time, Natalie Emmanuel or Jordan King is like, nigga, we're not in a movie. This is fucking real. That would have been a whole character. The whole time, she's saying, this is trash, nigga. This ain't real. The whole time, for that hour, whatever. And on the outside that warehouse, everybody's losing their shit. Everybody's looking for Jordan King. It's in the news. Have y'all seen Jordan King? She's been gone for a week. She's been gone for, keep him there for a month, fam. His family, Kevin Hart's family would have lost it. The studio would have lost it. Everybody would have lost it. It would have been Hollywood news. Everyone would have been looking for him. And by the time he comes out, in his mind, he's like, I've just made the greatest movie in the history of movies. And towards the end of the movie, he would crack and start thinking, oh my God, this is actually real. And lose his shit. It would have been brilliant. I think it would have won an Oscar. If they had done it the way I'm saying it right now, like it was some sort of Trapped. You know that movie? I don't know what movie that was. Is it Channing Tatum? What, I forgot who was. Where the whole is it Ryan Reynolds? I think it's Ryan Reynolds. Where the whole film he's in a coffin. This movie had the potential to be as great as that movie if they just stayed in the fucking warehouse, running around, scared shitless, where Kevin Hart whole time thinking he's the boss man. And actually, he's being kidnapped. That would have been brilliant. Now, I know what you're saying. Okay, if he's in there acting he's kidnapped, who kidnapped him? That's the beauty of it. We don't know. It ends that way. And then he does a sequel where we get to find out who kidnapped him. Stupid, Kevin. You could have done it this way. It could have been brilliant. But no, you made rubbish. You made absolute rubbish. Cannot believe this. Anyway, I'm out, folks. Remember to like and sub. Don't even watch this shit. This is a waste of time. This movie is garbage. There's a scene where this lady who's played by the beautiful, oh my God, she's fucking fine, Natalie Emmanuel, literally stabs John Cena's character in the head with a knife. No one's thinking about calling the police. If a guy steals your identity, shouldn't you call the fucking police? Why are you going there to... you bring the police to the scene. If a man looks like you, certainly somebody's gonna prove it ain't you. Why are you trying to be Superman? In the beginning, fine. But now it's no longer a movie. Why not just call the police? In what universe you go to your house, your fucking house, granted you think whoever's kidnapping you thinks you dead, you go to your house and you find a new security guard, the codes of your house are changed, call the police. Why are we doing stupid shit? During the screening of this shit, before it's taken out to the public, no one thought of this. No one saw how stupid this shit is. And no one saw how the brilliance of the first, 20 minutes or 30 minutes of this film could have been brilliant if they just stuck with it. Anyway, I'm out. Now that was entertaining. Please let us hang out yet another time. Remember to like and subscribe. Adios, folks.